the mind to question a number of my fellows freedom fighters, ask them the motivations of taking up his cause, and so forth. You may take down the statements in this log, and LeK, thank you for your service, now and ever after. Okay. Let's have a chat with people. Oh, and I have one right at the end, so I'll keep it for last. I was just a cook before all this. Simple fare, really. Had a chance to tend a hand and help feed more refugees one day. I took a liking to the fighters. They believed, you know? And there's always a need of cooks. Or at least people who can work with whatever the foraging parties turn up. You want to help, do you? Seeing as how I'm in no position to leave the stew pot unattended, could you go and ask Tebe for a variety of herbs? 6 sprigs or so of whatever he's got in hand should suffice. It's not as haphazard as it may seem. Depending on the recipe, it doesn't really matter what sort you add, so long as you add something. I'll be here when you get back. Okay. Ooh, another battle maid. You look like a steerider in search of comrades in need. If so, I have a task for you. I'm a trainer, and I was told to expect new recruits this eve. Yet nary one has come. Perhaps they were given the wrong time or location? I do not know. They number 5 in all, these would-be warriors. Send them on to me, should you chance to find them. Alright. This place is pretty big. Orella. Why? Why indeed? To save lives, perhaps? Or to make amends for the ones I couldn't. My father and my brothers were worked to death while building the castrum. What did it matter to the Gallians, eh? More where that lot came from. After that, I couldn't keep on doing nothing. Makes sense. I know, I'm late. But I had to say a prayer for my sister first. After what the Imperials did to her. That was mercy. Ouch. Okay, I can do this one, then go down. Tap, 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 tap. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, it was on the other side. Crap. I went to the Econ's lair. Damned if I know why you bother asking someone like me why I joined the resistance, but it's simple. If I wasn't fighting for Al Amigo, I'd be fighting for the Empire. You're either with them or not, and if you're with them, you may as well make the most of it. food, training, citizenship if you live long enough. You'll die still on someone else's land, like as not. But that's the choice. But me, I'd rather die here. What's that? Yay! Swimming! Well, I can just do this, I suppose. Earnest recruit. The teacher calls for me. I see. We were discussing strategies of disabling magic armor, you see, and... Ah, yes, of course. There's no time. If you would excuse me. Good boy. I still have no idea. Ah, dash of green's there. Okay. Brooding recruit. Ah, 1,000 pardons. So preoccupied was I by the questions of whether Alamigos should be a monarchy or a republic that I neglected to attend my training. How silly, I know. Until we drive the Imperials from our lands, the question is moot. Let me just have a quick look if any of my friends is up. Silver, as always. Yeah, Silver, you're pretty much always on. Which is a good thing, I mean. And what level are you? Oh, still 61 as me, okay. Fire recruit. Yo, dude! Training. Yeah! I was busy practicing to impress the others that I completely forgot. Thank you. I like it. They gave... every character has so much personality. I mean, I admittedly didn't really read every single conversation in Heavensward, but I have the impression that this one has been created even more, as an extra effort has been put in the fleshing out of the characters. Herbs, is it? 6 springs of whatever on hand. Afraid I can't spare that much. You'll take 2 and be glad of it. Jeez. The remainder you'll have to gather yourself. Shouldn't be too much for a brother though. You'd be surprised what you can find growing underfoot, even in the reach. Alright, alright. What's the last recruit? Come on, I gotta... Let me get my saddle and see if this makes it quicker. Aha! Fragment herbs. Okay. Now to find the last freaking recruit. Where might he or she be? Maybe he's up. Ah, here it is. Faint-hearted recruit. Oh, come on, man. Oh, bugger. You were sent by the snake, weren't you? I heard 1 in 4 recruits doesn't live through the training. That can't be true, right? Oh, bugger. Oh, bugger. Man. Poor sod. There we go. Oh, this looks like a nice entrance for the dungeon. Why did I join the resistance? Well, if you must know, it was to avenge a friend the Imperials butchered before my very eyes back in Alamego. We owned a stall in the markets, and the passing soldier snatched up a piece of fruit. He spoke out before I could stop him, only to get a foam of steel in the gut out of his trouble. I found my way here, and that was that. Bastard Alamegan Imperials. So I was discussing a little bit the new role stuff with Mike, good friend of mine, yesterday evening, and they're not bad. I mean, I like the ideas behind them. Some of them could be better, could be more useful, because quite a few are very, very situational. But that also builds up on people knowing the fights. So, by this I mean, first time you go into a new dungeon or a new trial or a new raid, you might go with the everyday set of role skills. Then once you know the fight and you know what might be useful, maybe you need one more stun, or maybe you need protection from knockback or pull in, or maybe you need, I don't know, any of the, maybe you need to check very attentively your enmity for DPSs, or I don't know, a number of things. So this is a good thing that there's so much possibility of swapping out and so many situational role skills. I only hope that the fights themselves will let us have to use basically all of them depending on which fight we're going to do. So yeah, it's all very interesting, but I need more time to actually see the usefulness. But let's go on. Well met, LeK. Have you spoken with the freedom fighters as I asked? Yep, I did. As fascinating as they are varied, you have a knack for convincing others to bear their hearts to you. I could not have done better myself. Many years from now, when these tempestuous times pass into memory, their accounts will serve as a window into the struggle. We must never forget, my friend. Never. I very much tend to agree. So, herbs. Okay, I can go to this one, then go down to this one and turn in that one. Is there any? Okay. Sorry, I was looking at the... yeah, my frame rate is going a little tiny bit down. But that's to be expected with so many freaking people going around and doing all sorts of things. Jumping up and down the mounts. There we go, 3 or 4 herbs. All recruits are present and accounted for. My thanks to you,